Come on in. Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I am so excited about today's video. We are going to be looking at not only a fantastic 4051 2023 Supreme Aire, but we're also going to be looking at a fantastic reason to have one. We're going to be looking at a horse trailer as well. So welcome to Transwest. My name is Katie O'Neill. I am here to guide you through one of the most fantastic unions you could have out here in the marketplace. If you've never dreamt about having a setup like this, let me tell you, this is about to completely burst your bubble. This is the most magnificent way for you to get across the country with not only your family, but with all of your horses too. So Jody, as usual, I love to start my videos from the inside out. Please go ahead and take her on back. Today's video is on a 2023 4051 Supreme Aire. And this is really the quintessential coach for anybody who's out there in the market that wants to be able to pull their horse trailer in style and to go trackside with their RV. This coach not only has a king-size bed, theater seats, a beautiful rear bath, and a mid-bath. It also boasts the DD13, which is going to give us 505 horsepower with 1,850 foot-pounds of torque and a 30,000 pound towing capacity. This is the exact reason that you would buy a coach from Transwest, because not only can you get your RV here, but you can also get your horse trailer. So we're going to meet Michaela a little bit later. She'll show you through our 3-horse. We carry them anywhere from 2 to 6 horse trailers. And we carry Logan and Cimarron, so can't wait to show you that aspect of our product. Another reason this coach is so fantastic is this is a 2023 model. So new in 2023, we had the availability of a lithium-ion battery pack that allows you to run your air conditioner without having your generator running. So this is really something that you could take trackside without having your gen running. This is a really dreamy combination. I am so excited to show it to you. So if you take a look here, we have, first of all, our beautiful tile inlay. As you can see, this is a full tile surround in your 35-inch radius shower. One of the nicer features of this is going to be that when you have the Avalon decor, you've got this beautiful kind of gray and soft white combination, and all of your beautiful tile down below, all of it inset throughout the walls. And then you'll see we have a rain shower as well as an adjustable shower head. We've got a place for your body wash, your condition, and your shampoo built into the wall. And then we also have our teak bench. And so what's nice, of course, about that teak bench is that you have the ability to sit down and wash your feet or shave your legs after a long day. So for a lot of people, the concern is, wow, is there enough room in the shower? But absolutely, there's enough room. And again, if you want to sit down and wash your feet, you know, shave your legs, get ready for a nice dinner out after a long day trackside, this is a coach that's perfect for that. And then also you'll see we have our AquaView shower saving system. So this, when you put on recycle, will actually recycle the hot water. You have 150 gallon water capacity in this coach. So fantastic water capacity. But if you don't want to fill that 60 gallon gray water tank up too quickly, you can recycle your water while you heat it up. This is an all-electric coach, so this coach is going to be really good at super cold temperatures or super hot temperatures. So at super cold temperatures, you're using your hydronic heat, which is powered by your boiler system. Your boiler system's also what heats up that hot water, and it can heat up all of that water for you before you get into the shower so that it's not going into your gray tank until you slide this little leveler back over. At that point, we'll start filling up your gray water tank. So really nice water conservation by Newmar in any of their all-electric coaches. So we love that feature. Also, just like all of these nice little shelves that you see throughout the coach to keep your soaps and your razors, your toothbrush, anything that you might need while you're in the RV. Now here in the bathroom, you'll note though that if you'd like to lock your husband in the shower, this is controlled both by the interior and the exterior. So unfortunately in the Renegade, you can use that to put your husband in the shower if he's been naughty. Here in our Supreme Aire, you're actually going to have to use some duct tape. Just kidding, don't use duct tape on your husband. So we have our safe here in the back. You'll notice that when I open this door, automatically the LED lights pop on. Also wanted to show you these really nice drawers that you have here. So as you know from all of my videos, I love individual drawers because they allow you to store all of your, socks, underwear, you know, bathing suits, all of those things that you might need to store while you're on the road. And then as soon as I close that, of course, it also turns the light back off. Another nice feature in this Supreme Aire is going to be things like these inlaid lights that you see in the mirror. We also have a really roomy medicine cabinet, all carpet lined with 110 outlets inside 3 different levels of shelves, so smaller items, taller items, and taller items. Once again, really easily keep a flat iron or a hair dryer here. And then one thing I think that's super nice about this, first of all, I love this, again, all tile backsplash. Super cute, really beautiful sparkle countertops, but look at this beautiful linear drains. Just such a nice feature, you know, really showing you just a higher level of class in a coach. Another feature is really interesting is our silver leaf system, which powers everything here.
Okay.
So one of the things that I really like about this is that I have to dim these lights, so we can dim up and down, and you can actually change the amount of light that you have in the coach. So dimmable lights in rooms like this are perfect because sometimes after a long day at the track, you don't necessarily want to have, you know, glaring lights all around. So these are really nice. Each light is adjustable and dimmable on its own Silverleaf touchpad. Another new advent for 2023 is that we're able to control these on our phone. So it's a really big feature improvement. The Silverleaf system is a fantastic system, but having it on your phone, so if you are maybe sitting in bed and you have the kids coming over to drop something off and you just want to turn on that front light in the living room, you can turn that off without having to get out of bed and go find that switch and push the button. So really like that aspect of it. Another nice feature here, of course, is our nice porcelain toilet. And then next to that, you'll see we have our washer and dryer. The Splendide washer and dryer has really become a mainstay of the market. We've tried in other products to use Bosch and to use Whirlpool, and we've ended up coming back to the Splendide time and time again because it really has great drying and washing capacity, and having that dual washer and dryer is nice because you can do 2 things as opposed to just doing that all-in-one combination. If you are trackside and you've got some dirty jeans and then you maybe want to wash, you know, your whites after that, you can get those loads going consecutively. And keep in mind, you can do this in between events. So you can do about 4 loads of laundry with that 60-gallon gray water tank going down the road from one event to the next. So really great for those of you who are really putting a lot of use on this coach. I also wanted to show you, we have power shades. I have the day shade deployed at the top, and I'm sorry, the night shade deployed at the top and the day shade deployed down below. So really nice feature there that you can have a little privacy, especially if you're, again, trackside. And then this egress door is an amazing feature that you'll find in the Newmar product, and it's designed as an escape. There's actually a little magnetic cover here where a ladder deploys so that you can escape in case of a fire or any type of emergency. But honestly, it's just a great place to be able to load linens and any kind of like cleaning supplies in and out of the coach while you're on the road. Now, next to the bathroom or the toilet, you'll also see, look at all of the storage underneath here. So tons of storage for towels. You know, that's any kind of like beach towels, your bed linens, any of those things that you'll need here. And then again, 3 really nice drawers once again for all of your cosmetics, and of course all soft clothes. Now this is the Bermuda Bermuda matte finish maple hardwood, and this is a great example of something that just looks really timeless and elegant. This color combination is going to stand the test of time, and as you can see, these are really solid doors. Jody, if you want to pop in here and just show this really nice full-length mirror as well. Newmar is just so capable of packing a whole lot of function into a small package, and I think that that's a really important feature to mention. You know, this coach is 41 feet 2 inches long, and where that's important is for a lot of people who live in California, if you've got a 23 or 24 foot trailer, you can't actually tow anything longer than 25 feet in the state of California. So for those of you who are traveling, this is the kind of coach that can get you the capacity to bring all of your horses or all of your gear with you and still stay within those state regulations, and also still have all of the luxury that you would like to have in your RV. Now on both sides of these bed, you'll see that we have not only this really decadent headboard, very nicely, even just little wood accents, mirrored back finish, tufted headboard, but we've got windows that open on either side, and then a ton of storage overhead as well. There are 110 outlets, 2 of them here in the center, and these 2 110 outlets feed to these grommets, which you can run, you know, an iPad or laptop, anything that you might want to run, you know, at night. On the right hand nightstand, you'll see that I have our sleep number controller. So this is a Sleep Number air mattress. And then underneath here, you're going to see our table extension as well as our 2 chairs. And I wanted just to point out that you also have this really nice amount of space. So if you did need to run a CPAP machine, you could keep that CPAP machine there. You could run your cords up here over the top and into this 110 outlet or into those USB ports as well. So really great setup once again for anybody who's going to be out on the road. And again, you can be trackside in this coach running a single air conditioner without being plugged into 50 amp, which is a huge development for Newmar and for the RV industry as a whole. Here we've got 2 nice hanging wardrobes. So with the 1 in the back and then the 2 here, you've got 3 total wardrobes. You also have these really nice, here's your HDMI cord with your 43-inch Samsung TV. So this really nice television setup. This does have a satellite on top of it. It's the SKM 100. And then you have 3 full-size drawers here as well. This one hyperextends past the wardrobe so you can actually reach into it. And then a nice smaller drawer here. And then 2 more full-size down here. So a lot of space. Now you may ask, why is there not a full drawer here? This is going to be one of those hydronic ports. That's where you're going to have the tube of liquid runs underneath the coach. Again, boiled in your boiler on your Oasis dual loop Chinook system is pushing a hot tube of liquid all under this coach. The thermostatically controlled bays are staying warm, so they won't actually have your water tanks freeze, or your black water tank, which is 40 gallons, or your gray water tank, again 60, freeze. And in order to get the coach warm without using the heat pumps, what it does is it pushes air out of these vents. They come into the coach. It's a very nice, quiet way of heat. And what's interesting about that heat is that you can either run 1 filament, which is AC1, a second filament, AC2, or you can actually run your diesel tank as well. So you have 3 different levels of heat you can run in that system, and you can heat this coach without being plugged into 50 amp. You could run that burner system and keep this coach nice and warm in super cold temperatures. As we all know, we have our 2 air conditioners. They are 15,000 BTU ACs with heat pumps, but they only work into about 38 to 36 degrees, and after that they stop actually warming the coach. They start coming in with kind of almost like a cooler air will be pushing through those. So in those warmer or those cooler temperatures, having this hydronic heat system is a really big deal. Now you'll see underneath here also we have this beautiful courtesy light that is underneath this floating bed. This is going to be, again, a 72 by 80. I love those courtesy lights. And then another thing that you'll notice here is that we also have no carpet in this coach. So this coach is powered by 2 hydraulic slides. So there's a hydraulic slide here, there's an electric slide here, and then there's another hydraulic slide in the front in where the theater seats are. So what that does is it actually allows us to lift up and come in so that we can have a full tile floor. And for those of you that have ever been, you know, trackside, we know tracking in that red dirt is such a pain. It's so hard to clean up. But in this coach, you can actually just sweep all of this, all of the debris right here into your central vac. So you've got a nice kick plate right here in the middle of the coach. And without having any kind of carpet in this coach, it makes it much easier to clean. Now that brings us over here to our mid bath. So this stool room, which is going to be midship, has a ton of storage in it as well. And I know I keep using the S word, but it's really important to understand how much storage you actually have in this coach, because of course these are tight quarters and we're looking to make sure that we have as much room as we can. And in that medicine cabinet there are 2 110 outlets. So once again, if this is your quarters where you're getting ready, you can keep all of your cosmetics here. Certainly lots of room again for hand towels, anything that you might need for the kitchen. bug spray, all of those things, first aid kits, you know, the like. And then the brains of the operation are here in the center. Every manufacturer is a little bit different. A lot of times Renegade will put this in the kitchen, so it's nice to have it here. Newmar does tend to put it in the center of the coach. And then we've got another little storage pocket right here. And I know that that's hard for Jody to see. But again, just really nice vanity here. Beautiful backsplash once again. Nice undermount sink. Everything is seamless. There's no seam here, so easy to clean. And this is a great place to get ready in the morning if you are out on the road in your RV. Now, of course, you can use this for camping, but to be able to have something that can be both functional and fun at the same time, of course, is a dream come true. Now, also, you'll note that this has a 19.7 cubic foot refrigerator. This is the same refrigerator that we use in a majority of our coaches. This Whirlpool refrigerator does have a water filter. It has a water dispenser on the door, and then also an ice dispenser underneath, and a lot of storage here as well. Very nicely ties into our Whirlpool convection and microwave oven. And then below that, of course, this is again an all-electric coach, so you have your cooktop, which is also all electric. One of the nicest features about this is, let's say you are trackside and you'd like to make, you know, a nice steak, but you also want to have some nice onions and peppers sauteed. You don't necessarily have to do that inside your coach. You can take this true induction cooktop and plug it in outside of your RV on your picnic table, or you can cook with it on the interior. It's up to you. Another nice aspect of this true induction is when I put a paper towel down on top of this this heating element, there are two here, I can actually boil water at about a third of the time as I can with a traditional propane cooktop. And on top of it, when I do that, there's no open flame, so it actually would not catch that paper towel on fire. So if you've got little ones who want to help make breakfast in the morning, a really nice safety feature to have a fireproof cooktop. And then on top of that, both of these covers will have these inset cutting boards, giving you a ton of counter space. So really generous kitchen. As you can see here, we also have our nice day shade deployed, and this is the optional kitchen window. Beautiful cabinets overhead, just to give you a little extra flexibility to get into those rear compartments. You've got your pull-outs. I love my scrubby drawer. I think that's such an important feature. And then a really nice place here to keep all of your cleaning supplies, as well as your trash can. And then, of course, I'm going to have our dishwasher. For those of you who go, oh, I don't know if I'd use a dishwasher, I'll tell you, it's really handy when you're out there camping to be able to use this as a drying rack. That's what we use ours for most of the time. And then right before we leave and we're going to stow all of our dishes, I'll go ahead and run it one last time. But a lot of times we're just doing our dishes in the sink, but not having to have them dry on the countertop is great. You'll see these two little remotes here. These are for your baggage doors. So underneath you have power locking baggage doors as well as driver's doors. So not only can you open and close all three of your openings with these key fobs, you can lock all of your bays. So if you've got any valuables underneath and you want to make sure are stowed, go ahead and hit that lock button as you're walking away from the coach. You know everything is wrapped up. You'll see here we have our Girard awning controls. I think today is going to be like 90, no rain for the first time all June long. We should be able to keep these deployed so you can see the sun coverage that you have here. You'll also note that we have this Bose remote. This Bose remote is for our sound bar. It is a really fantastic sound system. And then our two Samsung remotes as well. And this coach also has the extra, the singular remote where you can actually program everything onto this one remote. So really nice features there. Now, as we move through this, you'll note that this coach really looks a lot like a Mountain Aire. This is definitely the RV version of, or the Super C version of the Mountain Aire RV. So really nice finishes throughout. Again, there's that remote. And you know, one of the things I think that's so nice, again, HDMI cords for all of your apparatus, is going to be, again, this Silverleaf system. So here on the Silverleaf system, I can go down to shades and I can pull all of my night shades by just the touch of a button. And this is so nice because for those of us who have been out there camping, when you get up in the morning, sometimes you just want to open all the windows, and having to go through, like I do my Superstar, and open all of those shades manually takes a few minutes. So it's really nice to be able to pull all of your shades just by touch of a button. You can pull everything all the way up and all the way down, getting all of the light back into the coach. Or at night when you're getting ready for bed, you can go ahead and put all of the shades down without having to go through and hit each and every individual one. So just a nice savings of time. Now I just put down our 50-inch smart TV. That is a 4K smart TV, but I wanted to show you outside of this window, we also have our power awnings out. So one of the things that's really nice about a Supreme Aire is you get a few luxuries that you don't get in a Superstar. Again, this all tile floor is one of those features. The MCD power shades is another feature. And then this coach has 3-zone heated floors as well. So lots of nice upgrades in this coach above and beyond, again, that 30,000 pound towing capacity and that DD13 engine. So lots of nice features. You know, the axle ratings are heavier on this coach, of course, with it going from 20 to 30,000 pounds. So for those of you who aren't going to do a horse trailer with a bumper pull, perhaps, maybe you have a stacker, this is a fantastic coach for those of you who are maybe racing cars. And again, with this dual lithium ion battery pack, you've got 640 amp hours of batteries. You could add a third battery, giving you 960 amp hours, and you can run your air conditioner trackside or going down the road without having your generator running. Keep in mind, this coach does also have a 12.5 kilowatt generator. So I showed you underneath in the back all of those, that little table leg extension and those extra chairs, just so you can see this coach really does have the capacity to seat 4 people very comfortably for dinner. So you can really have that dinner party that you were hoping for. And of course, we know all the rules. It's 6 for drinks, 4 for dinner, and 2 to sleep. This coach is perfect for that. If you do have littles that might want to come with you from time to time, please do note that this coach has plenty of room for not only a queen size, but even a king size inflatable mattress here up front. So that would certainly be a way to have the kiddos join you on the road. Another nice feature of this coach, of course, is over here in the controls for these really beautiful theater seats. You can see we have a USB port that actually charges those. And then one of my favorite features is that I can control the color of the lights to match my outfit. So we're going to do red and blue today. And also we'll just take a look at this. If you had a friend who maybe had an extra margarita or two, they could certainly stay here for a siesta before heading home. But I don't think it's comfortable enough to find them here at 5:30 in the morning when you're making coffee. So just enough for them to sleep it off until they can walk back to their coach and go back to bed. But yeah, really nice theater seats. Now also a little place here to keep your water bottles and stow all of your things that you need when you're up front driving down the road. There's a huge storage compartment here. This nice tray up top, of course, to keep your remotes, but down below you can keep all your blankets and the things that you need to get all snuggly when you're up watching a movie late at night. And then great overhead storage once again on both sides. And as I mentioned earlier, I love this nice matte finish. I think Brian Moritz, our sales manager, ordered this coach. He also did a nice video on it some months ago, and she needs a home. I'll tell you, this is just one of the most decadent RVs that I've seen out there on the road, especially when it comes to space. So one of the things that's most important to me, of course, is going to be storage space in this coach. Take a look at what you get with the 4051. There is so much room in this pantry. Definitely one of the largest pantries available in the market for a Super C. So great storage as well. And then also, keep in mind, we have this skylight window, but if you have people that you're traveling with, I love having all of this storage up here. You can keep your sunglasses, your iPhone cords. You know, if you're into birding, you can keep all of your, your birding guides, your books. But there's just so much room up here for storage and all of these little compartments. Again, Newmar does such a great job at not wasting space And then with this beautiful sky view window, of course, you can see all of those mountain goats when you're traveling the fjords of the Colorado Rockies. I am going to go ahead and cover that. So let's see if we can go ahead and put that shade down. Everyone always wants to know if you could put the shade down. So I figure we'll just do the video and show you putting the shade down. And then you'll note also that in the front of this cab, there are snaps around this edge here, and that's so that you can actually put in a darkening shade. So if you did have someone who was staying the night in the coach, you could put your shade out, or if you just wanted to keep the heat out of the coach. There's a company out there that for this M112 chassis, M2 112 chassis, they will actually make a kind of like a windshield cover like you'd find for your car. And if you put that down first and then put your curtains up, you'll keep a lot more of the heat out. So I would certainly recommend that if you're trying to keep the coach nice and cool. Now you'll also note here, oh shoot, I opened the rear garage so you can't see it. I was going to show you how you could see right down on top of the trailer. So for your hitch mounting, this camera is so fantastic because you can actually see right down on top of the trailer where the trailer hitch is, but that's okay. We'll take a look at that rear garage in just a moment. Now you'll note here there is a button here that will actually lower change the height of your butt or of your trailer hitch so that you can get that trailer loaded up, and that made it very easy for us today. This is going to be your tire pressure monitoring system. This is where we're going to start and stop your generator. So you just push stop and that automatically stops the generator. This is going to be locking up that rear diff. So keep in mind, this is going to be a twin screw. So this is not a tag axle where you've got a pivoting rear tag. This has got a forward driving axle that you can lock up left to right and then front to back. So there's two different locking mechanisms turning this rear into a four-wheel drive. So if you are pulling a heavy horse trailer in a sandy surface, for instance, and you need to be able to get your vehicle up and rolling, this is the coach that's going to get you out of hot water. This is a coach that's going to allow you to get the traction that you need to get your rig up and moving. So that's another great feature of this RV. Also, you'll note we have our engine brake, power windows, lock and unlock, heated mirrors. These are air ride seats. Newmar makes the only coach that doesn't attach the house to the chassis to the house. So in other words, this cab is floating free, and that's why you have this big black rainbow right here. So when you're going down the road, and I drove this coach up from Fountain, so I can attest to the power. If you're curious about the drive characteristics, I have a Superstar. I can tell you compare and contrasts. Give me a call. I'm happy to answer any of those questions. But when you hit a bump, what's so nice about this is this air ride cab is the only, we're the only manufacturer that actually has a separate air ride cab from the house. So how that works is typically you'll have a spring leaf system in the front and air ride in the back. This actually has its own air pump in the front underneath the coach that gives us air ride seats and an air ride cab, giving us that smoother drive going down the road. So really important features there. Okay, so I think let's go ahead and take it outside. I might cover a little bit more of this when we get around the outside, but I want to take some time to introduce you to our special guest today, Michaela. Michaela Geis is a trailer salesperson, and she does a fantastic job for us on our trailer side. But today we had an opportunity, to show off some of the features about this coach that would really make it ideal for somebody who's trailering horses. So first and foremost, we've got our flagpole bracket. We've got our left camera here, so when you're turning your turn signal on, that will illuminate automatically. You'll note that here in these bays underneath, we've got some nice storage here if you've got any extra tack or any kind of camping supplies you want to bring underneath. I'll just open these doors so you can see what we're working with here. Here's your Oasis dual loop Chinook system. Again, that's that boiler system helping you get your hot water and your air heat in front of the coach. Another great feature here is we have our outdoor refrigerator, and I love the way this has an extension that goes all the way past the slide when it's deployed. So really nice feature here. Keep all of those beverages cool. and still plenty of room for a few extra 12 packs just to the right there. Again, we are talking about a coach that's dealing with a lot of, this is a hydraulic slide here, that full length slide on the other side is also hydraulic, and then these hydraulic steps actually articulate. So if I was to tap this little button or was to hit a curb, it might stop in a little bit lower, but I'd still have access to those steps. So these are a really nice step compartment. Having a doorbell on your coach and then the ability to lock and unlock without having to bring your keys with you is a great feature as well. Little board here if you want to hang up some extra tools, maybe a few bridles, who knows. I think you'll find today we have plenty of room for storage in our horse trailer, but you never know. Here's that egress door once again. And then lots and lots of room in this slide tray as well. And you'll see here we have our road vac system that's part of our central vac, our awning control. But on the note of awnings, look at this setup. So for those of you that are trackside, that are looking to hang out, that want to camp, that want to have a bonfire, maybe want to barbecue in the afternoon, that want to get out of the sun, this is just such a great opportunity to have such a nice coach that has such good sun protection. And then here we have not only extra storage, when I pull this cord, it opens up this rear garage. So look at all of this extra room. So keep in mind, you can have another table here underneath. This goes way, way down there. You can have a really long storage area. Again, 30,000 pound towing capacity here, and the 505 horsepower M112. This is again the DD13 with 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. And I'm going to go ahead and close this and take an opportunity to turn. Oh, I've got a question. What is the question?
Do any of our Super Cs come with a cab over bunk?
Okay, so the question is, do any of our Super Cs come with a cab over bunk? So the answer is unequivocally yes, as long as it's not a Newmar. Due to the fact that we have the cab disconnected from the house, we do not have the ability to have the support necessary to have a cab over bunk and a Newmar. But if you want to take a look at, I think I did a video about 3 weeks ago on a Renegade LE. We could do that, or a Classic, or an XL. So there's a number of options out there in the Super C world, just not going to be on a Newmar. But thank you for tuning in. And without further ado, Mac, hop on over. Thanks for coming in today.
Of course, thanks for having me, Katie.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in with Katie. I don't know a bunch about these motorhomes, but I've been looking at her video on this one, and gosh, this is a sweet setup. So really cool coach you got up front, and then back here we're gonna have one of our Cimarron 3-horse bumper pulls. We're just gonna start right up here at the hitch, run you through this guy. This one is just one of our standard bumper pull hitches up here, which is very, it's plenty enough hitch for a trailer of this size. Since we are talking about coaches here, I understand these customers will be on the road very often, not home a bunch, so they're probably gonna want some more capacity back here. So if we are looking at custom ordering a bigger trailer, maybe some more horses, maybe some more storage space back there, something we can do is upgrade to that beefier, heavier duty RV hitch. So that's something to keep in mind if we are looking at a bigger trailer than what we've got here, that when we are ordering, that is an option. So we'll go ahead and step around and kind of just run you through this one pretty quick. Really nice. It is a brand new 2023 Cimarron North Star 3-horse bumper pull. So you've got just your standard front tack set up here. It is their RTG ready to go model. So you're just gonna have all of your nice upgraded features on this trailer. Plenty of space inside of here for your tack. And then there is water storage on board as well for your horses. But when we close this in, there's still a lot of footprint inside of this front tack. So lots of storage space in here as well as up front on that coach. If you are looking to build a bigger trailer, that is something that we've had customers do, is kind of maybe add some more tack space up here. We've had customers build these with the mangers over on that head side and have that under manger storage there. We've actually had them go and do almost full-length hay pods on these guys and have hay lifts and all sorts of stuff. So there are a lot of upgrades we can do. This one here has the drop-down windows on the hip side, so you're gonna get lots of ventilation. Really like those blackout rims on this guy. Something that we do here at Transwest, we do carry these as far as new trailers. We're gonna be carrying these Cimarrons, which are the 100% aluminum construction, so everything you see here is aluminum. We also are gonna carry, for new trailers, is gonna be a Logan, which is on a galvanized steel frame with aluminum skin. So those are our two top brands. We feel they are the best in their market as far as steel trailers and aluminum trailers go. So that's what we're going to carry for new. They're all going to come with an 8-year structure warranty. Logan's, you're going to get 2-year nose to tail, and then your Cimarrons here, you're going to get 3-year nose to tail. So lots of great warranties on these products, lots of upgrades that we can do. Like I said, if you are going to be spending a long time on the road with this coach up front, we can always add some more horses back here. If we're looking at building a bigger one, we can add that hay rack and then the mangers like we talked about. If we're wanting that feeding system inside of our trailer, we're just going to have some more storage back here. But that is something we like to really combine and look at options for all of our customers here at Transwest. So it's been super excited being able to show you guys kind of what it looks like set up and give you guys a really good visual of all the things we can do here. So I really appreciate Katie having me. I'm gonna send you guys back to her to check out this side of the coach.
Yeah, thanks for joining our dream team, guys. I really am so excited to show you the reason that we pioneered the creation of the Supreme Aire and the Superstar were because of Mac's team. So Michaela, Tanner, Morgan, all the kids that are over here on our horse trailer side, CJ, they are the reasons that we actually do this. Callie Say, if you haven't tuned into their videos, we do 3 videos a day, 1 horse trailer, 1 M2 112 or 106 chassis summit hauler, and then another one on an RV. So keep in mind, this is a one-stop shop for all of your dreams, but it's so fun to be able to show you the rationale and the reason that Andrew Lyons really felt it was important to bring a high-class coach to the marketplace for those of you who are doing this every day that want to have a comfortable way to get in and out around the different types of activities that you're doing as a family. So we'll continue back through with storage again. Again, another nice little storage bay. This is a great place to keep your lawn chairs, for instance, if you want to stack up a few things there. REI has some really cool rocking chairs that I love right now. Again, as I mentioned earlier, 12.5 kilowatt quiet diesel generator. So this is a great place to get all of the power that you need for your air conditioning. And then you'll see our docking lights are here, and you'll note that this is a really nice place to keep a set of gloves and maybe a backup hose. But keep in mind, this has got the SantaCon system, so you don't need your gravity hose here per se. And then I also just wanted to show you again, here's that Carefree awning package. And these power awnings are so nice to have. So again, this is the awning over the bedroom window. And then over here on the left, you've got the awning that's above the dinette as well. Oh, we've got another question.
Jackknife sofa.
This unit does not have a jackknife sofa. So this unit, so it's important to understand there's certain restrictions that you have when you are building a coach that has hydraulic slides. The Supreme Aire in the 4051 is only available in a dinette. So this one has the extended dinette with four people sitting. So very, very comfortable table for 4. And then it has the optional theater seats. If you'd like to add the jackknife sofa in lieu of the theater seats, it would be very easily installed. Installing theater seats after a sofa is more difficult because it requires power. Taking out theater seats and adding a jackknife sofa would be really easy. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'd love to be of assistance, be happy to help you show you how we could do that. You also could probably get a trifold if you wanted to have something with a hide-a-bed so you had a little bit more room. That would also be an option. But in this configuration, I can email over to you the specs and the build, so the overall the overhead schematics. Thank you so much for tuning in, and like I said, if jackknife's what it takes to make this your coach, be happy to make those dreams come true. So now, water bay, nice thing to see here. Again, whole house water filter. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a water filter in the refrigerator. We also have a whole house water filter here. We've got a nice paper towel dispenser. Again, that SantaCon system is already installed in this coach, and you'll note that you have this little grommet here so you can run that out and keep that bay door closed, as well as hot and cold water for your shower. And then your water hose is on a power reel as well. So really nice feature there. I think that one of the nicer things to note about this system too is that with this drain plug pulled, you could wash this bay, drain all the water here, and then put that back in place. So super simple, very easy to keep clean, nice water bay system. And if you see the way that this door operates, That's so that you can have your slide deployed and still get in and out. So we love the fact that these doors don't pop up, that they actually open sideways. So this power cord is on a power reel. This is a 50-foot cord. So nice long cord, well located too towards the middle and back of the coach. Mine's up towards the front, so I do like a little bit further back. We also have the surge protector here. And then you can see the back over here of our inverters. So having two 3,000 watt inverters is what allows us to run that air conditioner off of our lithium ion battery packs. So that feature new for 2023 is just a really exciting new feature for people that are looking to get out there on the road. And then also you'll see here's two lithionic batteries, again 320 amp hours each. Adding that third battery would get you to 960 amp hours, and again, super clean, just so amazing to see. And you'll note that they've got these little fans installed. This is to help regulate the temperature inside of the bay, so thermostatically controlled bays. No one does it like Newmar. I mean, I can say that with all. Here underneath, you've got your saddle tank, so 100 gallon fuel capacity.
You have another question when you get a second.
Oh, we've got another question. That's fine. These are kind of boring bays anyway. So.
About bay doors. They want to know if you can get push button releases on these doors like the King Airs.
I would imagine anything's possible. Would have to be an aftermarket to get a push button release on these bay doors. And to be honest with you, with having the power baggage door locks, I don't know that it would be as necessary. One of the nice features about these bay doors is they have a key lock, so if there's no battery power to the coach, you can open and unlock them without having to crawl underneath. If you're interested in getting that power door lock installed on the Supreme Aire, I'd be happy to look into it with you first. I might have a little bit of dialogue too, though, about how easy these are to use. Because having power door locks, whether they're push button with a soft close or not, I'll tell you, it's such a nice feature that's already on this coach. I don't know if I would invest that money there. I might buy an extra battery. So yes, I guess anything's possible. I would be happy video and we can do some research on that for you. Again, here's all of our fuel capacity. Oh, and I don't know if I showed those air chucks. Sorry about that. Here in the center of the coach, and then our DEF tank. And then this is your overflow tank for your Oasis. Please let me know that you've watched this video when you buy this RV, and I'll make sure to include a complimentary gallon of that Oasis juice. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I did want to come back in here and show a little bit more of this interior. You know, little features like the trim that you have here, replacing the wood. Of course, a lot of people make mention of that. It's important, it seems to them. For me, the heated seats are the big deal. And then, as we mentioned earlier, you have your air ride seats. But I've also gone ahead and I've closed up the slide. So we are going to go back in here and take a look at that. Before we do, though, let's look under the hood here. So of course, one of the things that you get when you buy a Newmar is sex appeal. Nothing lost here on this C9 grill. As you can see here, we've got a front camera for our overhead camera system. We do have a 360 overhead camera system. Oh, and I think, yeah, I gotta do this one latch. But so here you can see underneath here this beautiful marriage of the DD13 to the Freightliner chassis. This is just one sexy beast. For those of you, again, looking to work on your own coach, very easy access. For those of you looking to tow heavy payloads, again, having our twin screw axle allowing us to have that traction in the rear of this coach, paired with the fact that the heavy aspect of this coach is in the front, not the rear of the house, gives us better towing capacity. So really, really good for those of you who have heavy haul things that you're trying to pull around the country. You'll note that we already have our CB system wired. You just have to add the Cobra. We're happy to do that for you here. There's a place for it up front in the dash. But let's go ahead and hop on in. Jody, I'm gonna let you take the stairs, and I'm gonna go in through the front cab just so we can show walking distance. And I'll meet you in the middle. So again, one of the things I wanted to show you is that not only are you gonna be comfortable going down the road in your Supreme Aire in terms of driving, but when you need to get up and use the facilities, it's really nice to see how this coach looks when it's actually closed up. So this table allows me, I have to turn sideways to go around it. But this table allows me to walk from the front to the rear. I can get to the restroom. I can wash dishes. I can make a sandwich. I can access my refrigerator. So I know a lot of people are concerned about that. I can also access my freezer. And then I can lock it up when I'm done. Slide the lock over so that I can't get back in. And then here I can also access the bathroom. So as I mentioned earlier, this coach has really been designed and well thought through. It's designed for those of us that aren't just going out and going camping, but we are living our best life and maximizing every second that we have. This is such a gorgeous setup. This is a dream come true. So for those of you that are thinking about getting into this market, we have an Explorer here in inventory. We have a few Supreme Aires. We've got a number of Superstars. I've got some Verona LEs, some Veronas. So for any of those people that are out there in the Super C segment that want to come out and test drive, we have the inventory, we have the staff, we have the know-how, and we will help you get on the road and make all of your best dreams come true. Let me know how I can help you get out on the road and go camping. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thanks for tuning in to Transwest.